So it's kind of a little appreciation video. I wanted to go over some comments that all you guys have left on one of my videos, my most popular videos so far. And I want to say I really appreciate your comments. Most of them are good. I've got enough comments that I attracted some trolls, which I think are hilarious and funny. I just love it. And a lot of times I'll ignore those negative comments, but usually I'll respond back, or I'll put you in your place, because I'm not gonna take that shit. All right. I don't take it personally, but I think it's funny, and just wanted to read some comments from my video. So thank you guys. So without further ado, these are comments and my responses for my Zero SR 4,000 mile review. In parentheses, I had a Harley once and never will again. Still true. Enjoy. Okay, so let's take a look at some comments here. All right, TJ Ann 15 writes, "That's awesome. No gas, economical, quiet, direct power, and torque. ... Wow. Okay, yep, thanks. Cool." Charles White 64 writes, "Thank you for your service and the best Zero review on YouTube." I don't know about that. "Clear, concise, fair, and most important, been there, rode that. Wishing to you safe rides always your way. Thumbs up." Charles Wyatt 64, thank you. Good comment. I don't know about the best review, but Mark Bright writes, "Going to try a DSR out soon as I need the higher seat height." True. The DSR's seat heights are much higher. "My daily commute is 140 miles total, but we do have some quick charge facilities at work. Great. I just need to check whether they are compatriot with the fast charger, or whether work will let my run the standard charge lead in through a window." Yes, so if your work allows it, you can usually find a regular 120 or 110 volt outlet and plug in and charge at work that way. But if you have quick chargers and the ability to charge that way with your bike at work, awesome. Good comment. Thank you, Mark. Dylan Desmond writes, "Harley sales dropped because of this video." Okay, that's kind of one of those funny ones. I don't think so. I replied, "Ha, it takes much more than a poorly edited YouTube video for people to see the light." Okay. Thank you, sir. I don't expect Harley Davidson suffering much from my little video here. All right, Matt Miller, interesting video. This is probably the future. Looking forward to e-bikes after 3 decades on gas bikes. Thanks for uploading. All right, Matt. Thanks. Good comment. Dr. Dre 3009. "Does the bike has a space to carry the charger? Great review." All right. It does, either underneath or in the storage compartment. It is not a charger, it's just the cord that you plug into the bike and an outlet. The charger is integrated into the bike. So Dr. Dre, hopefully that answered your question. All right, Less Death 69. "Nice Gen 1 volt. I have one in my EV family fleet as well. That Prius could be replaced with a Model 3. I am a motorcyclist, but still waiting for a bike that is as compelling and capable as my Model 3. For me, price, range, and charging infrastructure for bikes still has to get a bit better." Yeah, that's true. "The Lightning Strike could be close, but ergonomics may be too sporty." Cool. I wrote, "I would love a Model 3, only problem is the 40,000 plus for the standard range. Plus, all said and done. Can't accept a car payment right now. My 2013 Prius is a great car and a true workhorse. Best road trip car if you don't own a Tesla with the 48 plus MPGs." So yeah, Model 3, I think I've explained it before in my videos. Just, I'd love one. I love a Tesla in general, but too expensive. Clay Rushing writes, "Wait till solid cell batteries to the market. You'll get more travel time, less charge time." Yeah, I'm waiting. Looking forward to it, yep. Jay Gakusana writes, "Change is good. I rode the Harley one, but I'll take the Zero DSR. Fly Navy." Cool, man. Franco, "United States Marine Corps, SAX, Okinawa. Am I close? I don't know. What? Axe? LOL?" Okay. I went, maybe. S. Fogarty writes, I got a used 2017 SR in July with 3,000 miles in it. Rode it for 1,000 miles, but got the battery replaced under warranty. Finally got it back a little over a month ago and have put 3,000 more miles on it. So 4,000 miles in 2 months of riding for 9,000, maybe $20 electricity at my home. Yeah, that's about right. The rest is free everywhere else. They're not for everyone, and I'm still looking to replace my Gixxer with an Aprilia RS V4 for the longer trips and track days, but my Zero is my daily commuter, 60 miles minimum per day. I haven't decided with the kid now if we're going to sell the Harley that my wife and I ride together. That's Fargety. I wrote, cool. Why did the battery need replaced with that few miles? It is definitely an awesome commuter. Still waiting to hear back from you, Fargety, on that. I'm just wondering why you had to replace your battery after only 3,000 miles. I've ridden mine just shy, a little bit under 8,000 miles so far, and I've had no issues at all. So please respond. Otherwise, I recommend if you and your wife enjoy riding, keep the Harley. I was Legend. I don't know why you're not Legend anymore. Good, honest review. Thanks. Thank you. Aaron's dad. Excellent review. Thanks for sharing. Check out my SR review. Thanks. Yeah, please do. Too expensive with no range. Waste of time. Care factor 0 FU. Okay. You. I wrote, you live up to your name. Too expensive with no range. Waste of time. Yeah. If that's your opinion, that's fine. Heart Zero, Evo Ive, thank you. Magnus 055, Zero Prius Volt, okay. Dwayne Carter, see it all as well electric. If that time one's come when I'm watching all these bikes, cars, it's just impressive. Okay, thanks Dwayne. Defiant Deity. You love speed, yet it tops out at just over 100 miles per hour. Haha, that's barely touching second gear for me. This thing could never replace my superbike or sport bike on the track or the road. How many laps can this thing even do before the battery dies? It seems like a bike more suited towards people who prefer cruiser or hyper naked bikes. I don't know what that is. Or the sport bike rider that buys one for the cool factor and the thought of going fast but never does. I personally love up and downshifting through the gears, sound of the engine without any restrictions like cats, and the challenge of trying to tame 200 plus mile per hour. Okay, that's a loaded comment. I responded, you do you, brother or sister, don't know for sure. That's not an insult. I don't know if you're male or female. This is definitely not a replacement for a proper leader bike. That's true. I think by speed I meant quickness, and yes, I realize there's a big difference. I'm not a track guy, and the fastest I ever want to go on or anything is about 90 on the ground. I've flown 2C aircraft cruising at 320 miles per hour. I have. 90 is fast enough. For me, be safe out there. So yeah, man, if you're a track guy and you love going 100 plus mile per hour, yeah, the Zero is not for you. Let's see here. Ryder BLLE writes, true enthusiasts don't dismiss alternatives. They appreciate them even if they choose not to engage in their use. Even if you end up replacing the battery on an EV, it's still less money than the regular maintenance and repairs of petrol vehicles. I agree 100%. And when that happens, the new battery will be much better due to advances in technology. Yes, I agree. If you need to have a new engine dropped in, it's going to be the same as the old one. Yeah, that's a really good point. I argue that a lot. If I have to replace the traction battery in my Prius after 200,000 miles, that may be a little expensive, but I've done zero maintenance on that battery during those 200,000 miles. So yeah, good comment. Thank you. Nicholas Anderson writes, took me 4 hours of research to find this, exactly what I needed. I'm sorry it took you 4 hours to find this video, but I appreciate the comments. Walter Kirsting writes, might have some tax benefits to an alternative energy vehicle. Walter, I just did a video about trying to claim my tax credit for my Zero. Thank you. Dylan Desmond writes, if you put a hydrogen fuel cell in it, you will get a huge range. I kind of laughed at this one. Yeah, probably wouldn't be as aerodynamic though with all the accoutrements that go along with that technology. Might weigh more too. He responds, 99% of aerodynamics are lost from the rider's back and helmet. It'll fit. Okay. Please, if you built one, I want to see it. It'll cost a lot though, yes. You build it, I'll test ride it. Okay, I already said that. Yeah, I'll stick to my 900 NM e-bike instead. Haha. Cool. Dylan, what is a 900 NM e-bike? Thanks for the comment. That's Sing. Thanks for the review. Like hearing from someone who owns instead of just riding one once. Yes, I say that a lot. You get a lot of reviews from guys who have the bike for a day or a couple hours, and that's all you get. I'm the same with you. Once you get into electric propulsion, it's game over for gas engines. Yep. Got my Tesla and will never buy a gas car again. Yep. So it's leaking into my motorcycles, and now this is the next step like you. Thanks. Hey, good comment. Appreciate that. Yep, I've driven the SX and 3, but haven't been able to pull the trigger on one. Too expensive for me yet. Thanks for the comment. Ghost Rider. Great name. Thanks, bro. Love the bike and love the way you told everything about it. It was so informative. By listening to your review, I wish to buy it one day. Cool. Do it. Reviews are awesome. Yep. Great vid, Devil Dog. Is that an Indiana plate on your Prius? It is an Indiana plate. Yep. I'm just north of Indy in the burbs. I've been eyeballing the DSR. It looks like a great machine. Stay safe down there. I have family in Apex. And happy holidays. All right, SW Texan, thank you. Wingman Alive, you lost me at the price, LOL, sorry, but I remember when 1080p plasma flat screen TVs were $6,000 and needed recharged. Okay. Today that same TV at 4K is $300. Yep. I know because I just bought one. It's amazing. I'm astonished at what people pay to have the latest and greatest to impress their family and friends. All right, that's kind of a burn. This same bike will cost $500 or less in 5 years. After politicians find a way to hijack money off of them, of course. I want one and will get one, just not now. Okay, I don't think they'll be $500 in 5 years, but yeah, hopefully the price comes down as the technology improves. I don't know about 500 or less in 5 years, but hopefully the price continues to drop. Yep, the 0SR is already $1,000 less today than when I bought it. True. Thanks for the comment. BMO Baby, if it were half that price, it would be awesome. I agree. I would love to spend half the money on something like that. Agreed. You could say that about a lot of things. Yes. Thank you, Alex. Exactly. Yeah. If everything was half the price it is today, yeah, that'd be great. Damn, that's your statement. Okay. Tizakalmanistvan. Good review. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. Glad you liked it. Nice review. Thank you for sharing. Is it just me or you speak really fast? Had difficult to understand. Ride safe. Yep. I had the same thought. Some friendly advice. Slow down. It's apparent that you're reading from a script. Yep. But we want to hear every word. Great review. Thank goodness. I thought it was only me. And then I wrote, thanks. So I appreciate the constructive criticism. I'm talking fast on this. Because if you're watching, you can read along as I say the comments, read the comments, but I've taken that into consideration and I try to speak slower and more concise when I make my videos from now on. So I appreciate the constructive criticism. I did make this channel to help with my communication skills. All right, Dion Moore writes, this is the first time I have seen a review. Owner review, that is. Cheers. Cheers yourself, my good sir or ma'am. Assuming a sir, thanks. John Gifford, gas is almost $5 in the People's Democratic Republic of California. Unfortunately, they turn the power off all the time here now. Ha, I said ha, get solar panels and a power wall. If you can afford it. Or better yet, don't be here. Yeah, hey man, move. You don't like it? If you don't like the Democratic Republic of California, move. Solar panels don't work in a smoke-covered sky. They actually do, just not as well. You're right. They don't. LOL. They actually do. If it's cloudy outside, they still generate power. Deranged Response. Thanks for posting this video. Me and a coworker had a conversation about Harley's electric bike, the Livewire. I think if they were actually serious about selling this bike, then they screwed up. I also think that at this point, electric bikes in general are still at the novelty stage. I think the electric bikes have an enormous potential. As soon as they can get their miles, per charge up and more charging stations are available, but only be able to go off the Harley. 8-hour charge times and a 130-200 mile limit just isn't good enough. Yep. Not to mention not all that many charging places. Also the price. The Livewire goes for $30,000 US. Sports with a peanut tank is about the same range on a tank and only an $8,000 price tag. Yep. Me, I'm old school hardcore. Anyways, it's not uncommon for me to go 4 or 6 miles at a time. Yep. My normal work commute is 60 miles. Electric bike at this time just won't do that. I think that's what electric bike makers need to shoot for. Anyways, glad you like your bike. LOL, when are you going to see an electric beggar? When are we going to see an electric bagger? There already is. I forget the name off the top of my head, but again, it's extremely expensive, and good luck finding it. Thanks for the comment. Tech Sheep. I own a 2017 Zero SR for several years now, and my gas bikes collect dust. I tidy up the tail, switch to a pair of bar head mirrors, and change both front bulbs to LED. Nice. How does it fare after 6 years? Battery life, belt, brakes, tires? Can you give us some more details of your experience with the bike? Yes, please. Tech Sheep, man, how's the 2014 bike been? I mean, there's been a lot of improvements in the last 6 years, 5-6 years from Zero. Yeah, I think the one improvement for every Zero bike, they need to make LED bulbs standard. I don't know why they put regular incandescent bulbs that generate a lot of heat and are not very energy efficient. I don't know why. See Bertrand, you said beeping. You were probably thinking blinking. Yes, correct. It does not beep, it blinks. Does it stop when it gets hot? It probably will, but it hasn't happened to me yet. Yes, I've heard that if you ride it extremely hard in hot weather, the what's it called? The computer will limit the bike's power so you don't break it essentially. Laser Tag, what do you think of the new Zero SRF? Also, is there harm in leaving it charged when it's already full, or does it stop charging so it doesn't damage the battery? I'm just gonna say watch my SRF review for my answer on this. But in general, Zero recommends that you don't leave the bike plugged in. I agree. No, you install some crazy charge. Yep. Yep. Neo Jahoon, great response. Yep. Again, it's that 20-80% rule. You generally want to keep the battery in between 20-80%. Although if you charge up to 100 and don't leave it at 100 for a long period of time, that's fine. It's fine. But generally, I keep mine charged around the 80-90% range when I'm not riding a lot. But if I want to go for a long ride and a long day ride or what, I charge up to 100% and take it for a ride. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Don't leave it sitting charged below 30% state of charge. If you're gonna let it sit, store it for a while, keep it between 60 and 30% state of charge. So I responded back, you should keep mine around 89%, like I just said, only charge 100% for long rides, yep. Ron Friedman, about time someone came out and said it plainly. If you like riding 1,500 miles, my feeling is e-bikes will continue to be impractical until 3 criteria are met. Increased range, yep. Decreased charging times, yep. Increased number of nationwide electric charging stations. Yes, Ron, good point. All those things are slowly happening. JVO0311 writes, motorcycle. Andreas Beggar writes, it has a motor, you dumbo. Yes. Learning Bear Podcast writes, I feel like another Zero video needs to be made. Do you have a GoPro that could show us the ride? Learning Bear, no, I do not. Haven't invested in a GoPro yet. I don't know if video vlogging is something I want to get into. Calvin Williamson writes, I was going to ask where you live, and you stayed in North Carolina. There's a store that carries them here. I'm going to go check that out soon. I'm at Greensboro, so that's a very short drive for that kind of experience. Thanks. Can't wait. I bought mod from Team Power Sports Raleigh. Definitely go test ride one. Most definitely will. Thanks. Thanks, Calvin. Dan Davidson, excellent video. Thank you. Fatneck Allen writes, keep in mind though, all Zeros have the Greenwatt Salix 1200 onboard charger that is prone for failure after 20,000 miles. I hit 20,000 miles after 5 years of owning my 2014 S, so I paid that out of pocket. It cost $800 for the part with $400 for labor. I did that labor myself. So just be ready to spend $1,200 every 20,000 miles for a new onboard charger if you don't plan on changing those out yourselves. Fatneck Allen, hey, good comment, man. I looked into those chargers and I don't know. Like once I get past 20,000 miles, I guess we'll see. But that's good. Good heads up. That's the first time I've heard that. Go solar, please. Thanks for the review. I have 2 EVs and I'm looking forward to an electric replacement for my motorcycle. Having no maintenance, yep. Also, is the battery just air cooled? Thanks. Okay, so I just mentioned 36% for long storage, charge at 50% unplug. Yeah, that's fine. Also, is the battery just air cooled? Yes, it's air cooled. How you feel about the lack of traction control? John Steven? Don't need it. I wholeheartedly agree. You only need it if you ride like an idiot in bad weather. How much to replace batteries? That's a good question. Don't know. Probably not cheap though. I'll let you know after about 200,000 miles. Yeah. That's what Zero says. It says the battery will maintain 80% capacity up to about 200,000 miles. So the battery is designed to last 2,000 charge cycles before it drops in efficiency. If you average around 100 miles per charge, you get the 200 you listed. The battery motor is supposed to last well past that too. Thank you, Eric. Yes. Walter Kirsching responds, Eric Benson, okay, I am at once amazed by electric vehicles of all kinds. Every time I drive an electric vehicle, I'm impressed. I relief an electric bicycle scooter, and of course, who hasn't thrashed the hell out of a Miele golf cart and skeptical of their performance claims? Okay. Yep, hopefully it's not an issue for you with the bike. Why you put your glove below the kickstand? I do that because the bike, I think, leans over too far by itself. Okay, we're gonna go look at some troll comments. Most of the stuff's about the same thing. No gaffing, right? So how long will it take me to get to Florida from Arizona? A week? What am I supposed to do? I wait for this thing to charge up. Geez, I like naps, but 3 hours to get going again sucks. At this rate, a guy in a mountain bike will get to Florida first. Yeah, no doubt. I say in the review, it is not a road trip bike. You can spend half the money and find literally thousands of better options, new and used, if you want to travel cross country on a motorcycle. Thanks. Yeah, it's not a fucking road trip bike. Care factor 0, FU. Once again, 0 maintenance. That's a lie. You need to start wearing a helmet. You have obviously had too many falls. Okay. All right. No thumbs up for you. 0 care FU. Care factor 0. Did I say there was no maintenance? If so, you are correct. I've had to replace both tires after 7,800 miles so far. One for epoxy and one for wear. You full of it. You're claiming you didn't say no maintenance. You should watch your video. Yeah, no maintenance on the road. Or what about the rest of the bike? EV companies haven't found the key to no maintenance. Okay. Then I wrote sarcastically, unsubscribe. Dude, you're being a bit pedantic. I'm sure he's talking oil changes, air filters, valves, X. He's still got fork seals, tires, brakes, which is less than half of its combustion engine counterpart. D Hunter, thanks for backing me up, brother. All right, here's a good one. Loud pipes save lives. All right, I don't think they do. Do they though, or do they create a false sense of security? Reefer 420 writes back, they have saved my life more than once. Good. The only thing I have against the engine noises are those extremely obnoxious motorcycle exhausts. You know, the exhausts that are so loud the rider's either deaf or quickly going deaf. I had a Harley that purred a noise note, but it was not obnoxiously loud. Experienced riders do not depend on the loud pipe for their life. Tech sheep, they depend on a gun, loud gun. Okay. Loud pipes do not save lives. All right, my favorite from Maddows. Looking at your garage, you are a Democrat. I have Harleys and diesels. When do you get your man card back from your wife? Kenji Parkinson, do you listen to Bon Jovi Wanted Dead or Alive every time you ride too? Your dream bike is the fat boy from Terminator 2 and you practice lever shotgun flipping. You don't wear a helmet, own at least one Harley Davidson jacket, and you ride with an American flag and a Confederate flag at the same time, not realizing the contradictory backing of the flags. Am I right? By the way, I'm an independent, so I'm more like an outsider to this generation. Thank you, Kenji Pakisser. I didn't respond to that first comment from Maddows because I was like, all right, this guy's a dick. And then he wrote, you do not deserve a man card. So I'm like, okay, fine. I wrote back, the fact that you think a man card is a thing means you probably are not very bright and not very secure with yourself. Go spend more money you don't have on another diesel. Oh, Maddows. I don't know who you are, what you are, but Godspeed, brother. Go buy yourself another diesel and keep that man card laminated in your wallet. Oh, here's a good one. Fast Fed. All right, we're almost done. At 60 miles per hour, the decibel rating is over 100 with the best helmets out there. You aren't hearing anything less or more at those speeds. Electric motor vehicles are cool, but not the future. We have enough fuel, natural gas in the ground to last thousands of years. Correct. We do. Yep, we definitely have enough to burn ourselves. It's true. We have plenty of fossil fuel, but like we're gonna burn ourselves. Evil Eye, thank you. Yep, cool. Why not CNC? Sad. Question mark. And finally, Mark BD sees grown men at flip-flops. Discounts his opinions on everything. Tunes out. Mark BD, hey man, thanks for the comment. Yes, I do wear flip-flops when I go outside for little random tasks. Then the U, thanks to you for backing me up, yet waste time leaving a pointless comment.